tons of damage from the back. SF is your only other option.
Have no mobility.
Yeah, it's...
Or you get.
I mean, you have to run by that. They have
like
they can run in, but
Kunkka's all right. But I just think you lose your fights. I think you have major damage issues.
Yeah, if you're getting Kunkka, it's so you can try to take him on in a team fight, which maybe you just don't want to do.
I think Armel Kunkka. I've seen him destroy DPs in lane on his Kunkka.
Was that before or after the nerf, though?
Whoa, paparazzi! Oh my goodness, is this paparazzi jugging Ori Alk?
What do you mean? It's TNC. That's TNC's
Oh,
drop.
sorry. So this is Armel. All right,
Armel's playing out.
Armel Alk. All right, senior
It's
moment.
late. It's late. He'd usually be in bed 3 hours ago.
Yeah. Look at the old folks home. They don't let him stay up this late, viewers. We apologize.
Troubles of dealing with the lane that's being pushed out, and I don't see VG Gaming have these lane pushers this time. Because they had the global presence, they have the rockets, Nature's Prophet, ulti.
Yeah.
Cuckoo trying to build some retaliate stacks, and how many did he get? 2, I think.
Yeah, I think it was 2 or 3 hits. VG Gaming are coming in a little bit deeper. It's one Radiant Observer ward already planted down on. And they're always mixing this ward position up. Sometimes it's on the hill, sometimes it's far on the other ramp. This one's lower down on the ramp. I think to watch the VG Gaming's movements to see who's playing what lane. That's what's getting the information they're searching for. But it will be a Mars off lane phase down here at the beginning, just to try and contest the rune. That puts Centaur on the off lane, and it goes our Troll actually looks like he is preparing for the mid block. So Death Prophet's actually going to run safe lane here, it seems, from VG Gaming.
It looks like it.
Yeah, it's I can imagine that like Troll up against the Alchemist makes a little bit more sense. Can he actually stand? Like, how does that matchup work? Oh, Cuckoo? He's got this.
So it's going to be 2 for 2. Yeah, the classic. One thing I don't like is whenever you have a Grimstroke in your team, pick some single target spells you can throw at.
What have you got? You got Concoction.
You got Concoction, and you got
Double Edge, but we don't want to go with Double Edge.
Yeah.
Centaur really hurts with Double Edge.
And that's it. Omni Slash does not work. I mean, you have Phantom.
Does Tim throw out the second fissure here? Does he hold it back that far? No, he needs to save that for the fight. They're using the Observer Ward from VG Gaming quite nicely. They're actually blocking the pull camp on the top lane. It makes it difficult for TNC just to drag this wave back and to mess with VG's equilibrium.
Oh, Paparazzi is taking some tower shots.
Yeah, wondering why he's coming in this close. Alchemist is already level 2, so welcome to Acid Spray World, and Armel really wants to make sure the Paparazzi has the lane from hell. Force him back out of the lane, force him to play a range form.
This is big deal for Armel in the mid lane, because he got level 2 faster than him through Acid Spray, and Paparazzi, he doesn't have Whirling Axes.
That means Armel can stay up in his face. Like how Ori, Mr. Top Lane, is literally waiting for a pull. That's how we're showing our top lane at the moment.
There it is, the missed chance on mid lane. Tried to deny some of the gold from Armel.
God, underneath tower, Paparazzi. What are you doing? Oh, he's got the Whirling Axes again. So that'll keep him alive, but my God, he's already having to salve up. Denies a lot of the mid creep, so this is actually quite good for him because he's going to deny 2 melees in the range creep. Tims has to take it, but this is something Armel needs. Every CS is, well, money.
Extra money.
Extra money.
If Tims was there a couple of seconds before to cancel that flask, that would be a huge deal for the laning stage.
This from VG though. The second they realized that Tims moved off the lane, they tried to actually find Centaur over in the tree lines, add a little bit more pressure.
One recent buff that benefits TNC's bottom lane is that you can use, what's it called?
The what? This. Hang on, TNC's bottom lane?
TNC's bottom lane on the magic immune units. My brain just stopped.
You've got Blade Fury, you've got Inkswell, you've got...
the third spell.
Of which one? We're going...
from Grimstroke.
From Grimstroke. That's the... you got Stroke of Fate, Inkswell...
Inkswell, there we go. So it only took us 25 seconds.
Fantastic. He's got one more as well, which is the Silence, which is just like...
that's a Phantom.
That's the Phantom. And you know, he has his dead wife. He sends his dead wife out every time. I remember like hearing this about the lore. It was like, that's really dark and disturbing. But that's what silence is. Yeah, messed up, right?
Yeah. My condolences there.
Oh, okay. Top lane, Cuckoo. Losing a lot of life. Tim's blocked in Ori. That's the reason why. He had to go for the Spirit Siphon while in middle lane. It's a hard life for Paparazzi, even though he is he's looking decent for the CS, 13-5 to 14-3, but he's not able to slow down the Alchemist. And that's where I'm also a little bit interested. Like, what happens when the Alchemist wants to move to the side lane? He's already got that easy camp that's right next to him, so it's a simple farm in case the lane equilibrium starts to bounce back one way or the other.
Yeah, I feel like Radiant Alchemist is way, way better because of that side camp. You always have a Quelling Blade for the easier last hits. You can eat those trees, and if the lane is not in a good position, you're always going to get the farm no matter what.
And that regeneration's taking forever to get to Paparazzi. Like, he's been sitting at 20% HP for the last minute to two, making it difficult to walk in, but he's still wrapping around the back. In fact, Tim's is rotating in, going to be able to fidget block him up and make sure he doesn't get to the 4-minute rune. Keeping Paparazzi low with the acid spray. Fisher stun, and this will be your first blood. Paparazzi, one punch from Armel will get it. And they've just been waiting for the right time. A little bit too far out, and the warding from VG Gaming doesn't see any of this. Because it's so deep to block the camp.
If someone told you that Alchemist is going to get the first blood, you would expect him to mass concoction.
No. You've got Tims on your team. When you got Tims on your team, you do not need
Man, Tims
the concoction.
is playing insane this whole series.
Yeah, he is... Like I told you at the start of this, man, he's one of my favorite players just to watch. But they knew kind of what was coming. The Troll had to kind of battle this lane out anyway. Let's try and make sure the Death Prophet gets off to a good start. And maybe that's when we start to beg the question, like, VG Gaming, once you have level 6 in Ori, can you actually just take the top tower? Oh, Cuckoo. This is rough. And in fact, that's death. While Fade's being invaded as well, everyone's battling for the bounty runes. It's a 2-2 trade-off at the end of the day.
He just wanted to pick
Phase boots for Armel.
Bounty.
He doesn't have them
dead.
yet. If he had phase boots at the moment, he'd have an instant kill, but he'll still reach DY. And the fist.
He's dead. Alex is fast. 310, and they picked up 2 bounties. That's one of the reasons why he died.
Do we see him go combat kind of style? Like, do you need to actually get, like, obviously Radiance is still going to be damn good, but...
Nah.
No armlet? No armlet? That's what you know what I'm thinking about.
You need Radiance.
You need Radiance? Okay, he's got Radiance queued up. I'm sad. Right. You remember, who was it? I think it was Resolution, who was one of the first ones to start doing, like, the armlet alch. So we actually could combat early on. Tims, that's a nice Fisher block up. DY was just wanting to come over, but now into Chemical Rage. Armel will chase down DY. He has no stuns, nothing to give apart from gold to Armel.
With phase boots.
Well, you do not get away from this. It's just enough with phase boots to be Battle Alchemist these days. I don't need to spend money on an armlet.
And since Alk is in jungle, Centaur can move to a mid lane to get the last hits, and he's not going to have trouble CSing against the Troll.
Yep. We kind of forget about Gabby as well on bottom lane, but we also forget about Yang. This Mars has had a pretty good start. He's #1 CS for VG Gaming. He's getting solo experience at the moment. AU trying to slow him down, but Yang didn't see it coming, but they'll see mid coming. Hoofstomp's already out. Paparazzi, Cuckoo just wants to control him. Tims is nearby. You're not seeing that extra stun control he needs, and all the damage output with the double edge. Tims, he just needs one more hit, but Paparazzi's going to salve up. Cuckoo's already gone down. And now Armel will rotate in. Fisher can at least cancel some of the heal, but you've got the Shadow Word available. So pushing the envelope, as TNC always likes to do, but it does not find what they were hoping for, which was the kill onto Paparazzi.
They only needed one Enchant Totem there to finish Paparazzi, even though if he used the Whirling Axes, Enchant Totem can't miss. You can see 2 Observer Wards placed by Vici Gaming on each side. None of them are blocking the camps.
They need to watch it. But can they contest? Like, it's a Shaman and a Warlock. Like, it's not like they're ESs or Invis heroes that could just, like, stalk them. Remember when Alchemists kept getting picked up before the last pickup? They were able to get, like, bounty hunters or Rickies that would follow them.
They first phased it.
Well, here's your initiation on Cuckoo. Shackles are out. Support is coming, but Tims is a little bit further away, and Cuckoo, there is no running from Ori. Slowed up with the Spirit Siphon and just can't walk out of range of the Crypt Swarm.
He's pinging it out. He just wants some camps stacked. He's stacking the
They're getting
two camps at the same time now. Oh, he actually did it. I thought they're gonna be inside the box.
This is another reason too. Like he's not even that far away from the mid lane to get this, and you get a double stack, and it's with the mud golem, so it's even better as far as economy goes. Tim,
that's the dream when you're playing the Alk.
Oh, Courier shields. Cuckoo's nearby. He'll be hexed up. Tims, Fissure is available. Hits the 3-man stun, but Ori now goes after Tims, and Tims has no real way out of this one. He'll break into the tree line. Grimstroke has moved up on the side. They have information. Paparazzi wants to move over and just finish farming up these camps. Maybe looking for the stacks, but TNC read it. That's why Alchemist has gone into the southern side of the jungle.
Yeah, they see the Alchemist, but they can't really get close to him right now. They pop the Exorcism. Shadow Shaman is not the hero that rotates that well, especially since you have Warlock and Troll is your mid, so it doesn't matter if he gets level 6 or not because it doesn't change much.
Nice TP out. Armel now has the money with this last hit. No, not enough yet. 3.6k. And the Relic is rapidly approaching. Oh, he's got Mud Golems out of work. Gabby going down to Yang. Commits the ultimate. Again, that lane which we have had almost no time looking at, but you just knew that Yang is having a good time anyway. Just watch the numbers continue to accrue.
Yeah, when I saw Yang play Mars for the first time, it felt like it was his first game.
No mana.
Over the time it got improved, all right.
Yeah, just chain stun him up, slow him up, and they even let Armel have the last hit again. Just trying to contest the camp. A little bit more than that, Fade. You got it. Yeah, but sorry, you were saying?
I finished what I wanted to say, Toby.
Okay.
Alchemist needs 700 gold to finish his Radiance with Double Bracer and Phase Boots. Bounty runes are spawning. Cuckoo. They're going to secure 2.
Yep. Easy money. Now he needs 100, 200. He's good. He just needs these
This is going
ancients.
to be even better Radiance timing than what Sumail had in the previous series.
It's coming on the courier now, so yeah, 10 minutes and 30 seconds by the time the courier will arrive. Sure. 8.2k net worth. The tomes will also start to accrue.
So both of the supports on side of Vici will be level 6. They don't have the Exorcism, but whenever they drop the wards, tower will go down, especially if they follow it up with Warlock.
I'm wondering if this is really when Vici want to try and start fighting Gabby. He starts with a spin. The Radiance is available. Now, Centaur's the only one that's not there, but he has Stampede. So they got ways to close the distance. The Observe Ward scouted out thanks to the Sentry Ward's being placed. Tims, oh, the Soulbind, lock them together. Now Armel runs forward. The wall will come up, but with the Omnislash, Yang and Paparazzi, they get a little bit further back, but you've lost one in the form of Yang. The rock will drop, but Concoction also flies forward. They can just tank through all this damage. DY is burning. They're trying to fight underneath this Radiance, and that's problematic when the Centaur comes out for the southern side. Paparazzi, they just want the distance. Do not let that further do any real work. When the Fissure stuns, they can just hold him there, and Armel has a double kill. He actually burned it from the other side, the rock wall.
Armel's getting all the kills. He's actually has 6 kills out of those 7. I mean, Cuckoo's sacrificing his lane. Look at it, what he has. He has 2 stout shields, and the courier is flying to him, so he's bringing something.
Yeah,
maybe it's just it's a Ring of Health.
He had nothing stopping him while that fight happened in mid. He wasn't even involved.
He didn't want to come. He just used ulti and try to farm up. This was a Radiance reveal. When you drop your ulti with Warlock and you don't do anything, you know you're in a really bad spot. They still have Shadow Shaman wards.
Armel's trying to get these stacks right. I think the Sentry Ward does block the camp, so we won't be able to get the stack to the north. It looks like he messed up the Mud Golems as well, but he got the stack to the west. And so, still a lot of strength in the VG3 cores. They are 2nd to 4th on the net worth board, and it's a decent margin as well. Obviously, the Alchemist soaks up a lot on the map, and they're giving him the kills too, but it's 3.7k on the Juggernaut. He is not a real influence just yet. And you're seeing VG getting more items that are able to pressure early on. So the Vladimir is now done on Mars. Anything which allows them to stand in the fights. They're getting rid of Sentry Wards, unblocking all these camps.
Yeah, Lads is such a great item against the Jug. Jug's ulti against the Acid Spray. There's a lot of physical damage. Even Centaur deals a lot just when he has Retaliate stacks. Jug needs to recover. It's not good when a lot of net worth is just centered around one hero.
Yeah, not unless you're able to get like chain kills. Cuckoo on the run. And he'll make a break for the trees. He's got a lot of life and he's still got Stampede if he needs to disengage.
You know how you can kill your team, Toby, in this kind of a game? You get Fatal Bonded as a Centaur, then you use Double Edge.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways to run a game besides
you could actually
beating
do
on
it with
purpose.
the Grimstroke Soulbind as well if you wanted to. If you really want to just wreck your team. This is not this kind of stuff we're meant to be theory crafting, Lacoste. We're meant to be like, hey, this is the way you can win a game. No, this is the way you can throw a game. All right. Ori back to his farm. You've got Mass Serpent what's coming off cooldown in just a little bit. So VG Gaming, they will smoke up and look for their own fight. Golem is available. And they have a target in the form of Gabby. Difficult target to go on. Can't really Fatal Bond him, and if he can just get the Blade Fury off, he'll get out. And now Tims gets more information by stealing the Illusion Rune. Yang's looking at him, he wants him. Tims crosses the river, and this is the smoke before the 15-minute bounty runes just to gain the map control. But who do they find?
They want this tier 1 tower on mid. Ideally, they would want to grab a kill before because they have Shadow Shaman.
The
so if
Alchemist is showing himself. He's moving forward. He's actually looking to get the kill over on the Shaman. The wall will pop off, and this will actually lock Shaman in. He wants to TP up, but the Yule Scepter is available from Ori, so he'll be able to stay alive with the Soulbind and Double Fissure. Fade unaffected. He bought back and gets the Shackles, holding in the Alchemist inside both the Mass Serpent Wards as well as the Shackles. He needed to because of the Phase Boots. But now, VG Gaming turn the Exorcism towards the Tier 2 tower. They're having some trouble with their top Tier 2 tower, however, because once again, Centaur is not there.
He just popped the ulti to try to save him, but it was not very effective. And still, they didn't kill the mid Tier 1 tower. Bounty runes.
Yang just pushes him away. Gabby, in the meantime, killing off Fade.
Fade who bought back
to
get a kill on Alchemist. I mean, every single time you kill a hero like an Alchemist or Meepo who flash farms so quickly, you benefit so much. Did he have a spear ready?
No, he used it before. Actually, maybe he did. He used it to push him off the rune, but I think fairly certain the cooldown time should have been off by then. They had Rock, and he was underneath the Dire Observer Ward, so they totally tore him. Just things. You'll have to accept this, Lacoste, to move on.
I'm moving on. So, 1,000 net worth lead for TNC. When you have Alchemists in your team and you're not 10,000 gold ahead, you're not ahead.
Behind the tower, Centaur, with 3 heroes surrounding him, silenced up. And now Yang will move over too. Hey, he's got a spear available, puts him up against a tree. Cuckoo was just kind of wrapping around behind, but TNC were not looking for any kind of engagement at all.
Yeah, I love those solo wraparounds. Also, this Ward scouting Earthshaker, he's just trying to farm his Blink Dagger, 1,000 gold away.
Well, they have information. Into the Inkswell, just look for the chain stuns, trying to control up the Mars with the Yule Scepter sent up. And the follow-up silence, there's nothing more that this Grimstroke can throw out. And it looks like Troll Warlord wants to have a fight of his own up against the Alchemist. He'll need a little bit of help to go against Armel, who now has Manta Style available.
I would love to see a Blink Dagger on this Alchemist, because you can close the gap, especially on the Warlock, maybe try to force a Rock or just get the Shadow Shaman kill.
Looks like he's got Octarine as a quick buy, however. So maybe not the aggressive kind of style we saw from Samael. No, the aggressive style that you're hoping for. Instead, he just goes for the sustain. And right now, it does feel like VG Gaming are the ones that always want to initiate. Gabby is going to spin TP out, take the creep wave with him.
Wow, DP gets one deny before, and instant smoke from Vici.
Yeah, they need information.
All their ultis are up.
They have one observable that sees the Grimstroke. I think Grimstroke's trying to get rid of it, but he can't find it with his own sentries. So he's in the middle of 3 heroes and will die inside the jungle. Shackled up and killed off.
And
it's not for the one
this ward should get dewarded, but if they deward it, they're going to reveal their ward. So if VG Gaming's ward lasts long enough, they're not going to do anything about it.
Yep. Buy a jet. Alchemist can afford it, but right now he's still building in for that Octarine, which takes more time. Gabby, some aggressive, spins forward. Tries to work with the Alchemist Illusions to bring down the Tier 2 tower. So for some level of trade-off against VG Gaming are doing the mirror move on bottom lane. They're just committing more heroes VG to do it. That's why Centaur's farming up mid. And the Alchemist will come in. Gabby gets the last hit on the tower, but it's in towards mid where now Cuckoo looks for his target. They have that one Observer Ward running forward. Fate gets the Hex off with the slow, but Tim does his work now. Soulbind plus the Rock. It was actually in the opposite combination than that. But underneath the Exorcism, Cuckoo can start killing off his entire teammates, and with the wall, it's being dropped too. 2 heroes lost, and he actually double-edged.
That's the combo we were talking about. Alchemist is not in that fight. He did not have a TP. And Vici Gaming, their combo is extremely strong. If Mars gets a Blink Dagger, right now he was 600 gold away from it. They can throw in a ton of damage with DP ulti, Fatal Bonds. So many targets to focus in this fight.
It's kind of hilarious just watching Gabby do this stuff. He'll TP spin out, but it's he's creep skipping out and just trying to make it so VG Gaming are always TPing in response, trying to come back to almost tier 2 tower level on VG side of the map, which is creating more and more space for Armel to go to work.
At one point, Alchemist will have to join fights. I mean, he's involved in all 10 kills, but most of these kills from TNC were from the laning stage.
But when is that point? Like, is Octarine enough? It almost feels like he needs an AC as well in order to stand in the fight. So, actually, no, Octarine will still give him enough life.
It's gonna give him sustain, some raw HP.
Maelstrom's now done. Oh, hello. 4-man smoke up. Juggernaut's the only one not involved. He just completed his Maelstrom and farmed up the mid. Now, TNC with nowhere to really close the distance. A Soul Booster was purchased before this, so Alchemist is just a little bit bigger than the Bracer gave him. The Observer Ward planted down.
Centaur ulti is up.
Uncertain if they actually see that Observer Ward of Radiant with the Sentry. The range has to be like right on the edge. That's all for the 20-minute bounty runes.
Man, TNC will claim every single time.
Smoke on bounties?
Yeah.
It's almost like you can predict. But it's even more important, though, when you have the Alchemist. Like, the Alchemist needs this. The Blink Dagger has now arrived as well for ES, so keep your eyes on the superstar of TNC.
I guess one of the reasons why he didn't go for a Blink Dagger is you have 2 initiators who's gonna get Blink Daggers eventually, a Centaur and Earthshaker, and you have a Centaur ulti on top of it, so there's a lot of ways to close the gap. But with the Blink Dagger early on as your second item, it allows you to...
Stun. No, Ori's gonna get the Ult Scepter off, and they get the Silence, pushing it back with the Echo Slam. Tims gets the follow-up, and maybe now with the Omni Slash, they have enough damage. No, where's the follow-up? Alchemist is already left, and Gabby Stampede spins away. Ori's already got himself a double kill, but Paparazzi burns that 10-second BKB
straight
in order to stand in the
pit.
fight. And yeah, they want Roche. Mass Open Ward's committed.
They don't even have to pop a DP ulti. They can cycle these big ulti cooldowns. Even if it's a Rock, Shadow Shaman ulti, or DP ulti, to push the towers, even go for a Roche.
Can TNC even contest this? They're looking towards it. Centaur just picked up the Blink Dagger.
It's a DD Mars.
The Centaur's on the wrong side of the map, so they send some illusions forward, but it's already too late. Yeah, DD Mars, as you said, has that damage output. And now you got a Blink Initiation from Shaman.
On top of EWENS.
Yeah, he's got some good range, good control. Maybe they can lock down this Alchemist, who may just have to buy a BKB now.
I love this Mars as a response to Centaur because they can't run away with the Stampede from the ulti. Now they have Warlock ulti level 2. Without Shadow Shaman wards, I feel like this game could end so quickly if Vici Gaming just gets one good team fight near TNC's base.
They're going to look for that team fight. 3-man smoke up, Mars and Troll not included. When they have the Aegis Immortals, they want to fight. Exorcism is off cooldown. Ori, I think he's a little uncertain. He doesn't want to pick up the regen rune. Doesn't need it anyway, but it would reveal their position if there was an Observer Wall. But the bottom lane is being pressured in. Centaur is down there. The Juggernaut's the closest to them. And that's why they jump forward. Blink from Fade reveal. They get the Shackles up. An easy spear to finish the job. Not even required. They hold it. But this allows VG Gaming to take the tier 2 tower in mid. Still no Mass Open Wards up. They use it for Roshan, but they're taking the tier 2 tower on top as well. That's what Troll's beating the crap out of at the moment. And what does TNC get in return? They can clean out the bottom towers. That's one advantage. But
there's already a response from Vici, and now they're going to defend.
Yep. So the trade is perfect for VG. They actually have a net worth lead now 23 minutes in against the Alchemist.
VG Gaming's not stopping. They have Aegis. Every single ulti is ready. They want to take a fight right now. Scan is going to connect.
Ari, Yule Scepter up. He's got the silence available as well with the Spirit Siphon. Yang lets down the wall, and they just need to hold him in the soul bind with the double silence, but it's still not going to save that Centaur's life, or maybe will. He gets a stampede off, running himself out of the wall. Armel's got Concoction available with the Omni Slash. They're getting the damage out. Mars will fall, but at what cost? The rock will drop, and the Photobonds have connected them up. The silence is there, and Gabby, they're killing each other off. They can't walk away fast enough. Both the Alchemist as well as the Centaur's about to die, and we'll watch this with a double kill to Ori, and here comes VG Gaming up the hill into the tier 3 towers, and they took that entire fight without mass Serpent Wards and no buybacks from TNC. You said it could end fast, but is this what you were thinking?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Toby. Warlock was a bit late to that fight to save the Mars. He committed to a buyback, and
it's time for the dunk.
There it is. He's going in buybacks.
Oh, wait, that Hex. It comes so fast. The Centaur, he was the bait. The creep wave has arrived, but there was no initiation for the ES timing. Alchemist can now buy back Tim's. It's the perfect Echo Slam. Or another three, but the quick silence. They just hold them in position. They cannot move quick enough away, TNC. The upheaval of DY makes maneuvering impossible for TNC. It's hilarious to say that after game 2, when it was VG who were being kited.
They got what they wanted.
Yep.
A couple of buybacks, even though Mars had to commit one. This DP has insane amount of farming. She's the second farmers hero in the game. BKB, Yule Scepter, and Aghanim Scepter. This is probably my favorite Aghanim Scepter besides Bango and Ember Spirit.
All she had to do was stand there and fight. And I feel like I'm watching a Chinese game right now as 25-minute bounty runes are going to start to spawn up. TNC looking for their own opportunity to potentially fight up on top. But really what they want is bounty runes. And all they can probably claim is one out of the 4. Stampede forward, Paparazzi. The Hawk stop. No, Paparazzi, he PKP'd. The Yule Scepter from Ori will send the Centaur up into towards the S. No easy way to run away. Concoction the back lines. The Observer up on the hill allowed him to see Fade. But VG Gaming, they just walk this up the fissure.
Side.
It doesn't hold Ori down the hill, so they can walk up the stairs and away.
Yeah, this Octarine core, he's not tanky enough with it. He's still gonna need a BKB on Elk. Double damage once again on Yang. Nice man to dodge.
Yeah. She only got the illusion out of it, but he can't walk out of it. The fissure, he keeps walking back into the wall, taking so much damage to the Alchemist. Yeah, he's dead for 80 seconds. Exorcism's back off corner. VG can just walk mid. They could end this right now. Mass Serpent Wards are up. Exorcism is up. They don't have to even go for the bottom lane of Rax. They can go straight up and to the tier 4 towers if only they knew that Alk did not have buyback. But actually, no, they know.
They know because he bought back. Yep.
Oh, they're being safe about this, VG. But right now, I think they could actually end the game. They do not have to do what they're doing. Yang's looking for initiation, cannot get the spear back.
Meanwhile, Gabby on the top lane, trying to make something happen. Already took the tier 3 tower down.
Yep. Now, VG, what do you do? They're going
can go
for Megas.
Yep.
No tier 3 tower up on top. They know they got the time. Won't matter if Gabby takes the melee, but they're beginning a TP back. They're being safe about this, VG Gaming. With the TP out, Paparazzi, how many bashes can you get? Rock will drop, and there is no TP away to safety. Juggernaut is down to go with the 2 lanes of Rax that VG Gaming have claimed.
The problem is, VG Gaming's lineup is so much stronger at pushing, at team fighting. How do you team fight against Mars, Warlock, and DP?
You don't.
And if they drop Shadow Shaman wards, Warlock staying behind, you can't defend your towers. No one's gonna hit those wards.
And TNC's been looking for the initiations, but never feels like they've got them at the same time. Like, Tim's jumps in, gets a great Echo Slam, but where's the Acid Spray? Where's the Concoction follow-up on Raging Alchemist? Where's the Grimstroke with his double control? Where's the Omni Slash? But even then, like, that's always the downside about a Juggernaut, right? Like, he uses Omni Slash, he's like, well, what else have you got?
This is one of the reasons why I don't like Grim when there's no single target spells. There's nothing to throw at. Even if you use ulti, you're gonna slow them down, keep them together, but you can't combo anything with.
And now it's Fade who could just look at that net worth just start to rise, but he's got a blink BKB on the Shaman. Now there's nothing TNC can do to stop Fade's never-ending control. Apart from get your BKB out faster, but man, Fade's speed on that Hex every time. He's waiting for the jump in. He's waiting for, I think he's actually just waiting for ES to see if he can get the grab, but he's getting Centaur instead.
Yeah, they have a couple of ways to re-engage into a team fight, even if he gets a good Echo Slam. a good Hex or Silence, which we saw twice already, and the Warlock ulti, of course. VG Gaming, they don't necessarily need to commit right now, but they can feel that TNC is weak. There's always a safe play. Wait for Roche, but there's a double damage on Troll, Basher, BKB, and full Mjolnir. I think they're going all in right now.
Yep. You push through top, you end this game now. Do not give any more time to Armel to farm up some kind of item, and the BKB would be some item. If only he would get it. Maybe they get a catch-off. Mars is a little bit, like, he's probably not expecting anyone to be there, but Mars just picked up his own BKB. And this poor Centaur's hoping he can finish a Blade Mail and get them to kill themselves. That's the best way to find damage at this point. It looks like VG are being very safe about this. Roshan could spawn up soon, so you look towards Roche. TNC will smoke up themselves.
Well, if they don't play this safe, they know that ROTK can yell and will for sure.
Don't kick their asses. Tims, quick sentry ward being planted. They only see the dire sentry there, so they know there's no obs on the hill. But it's a little bit further back. Whoa, hello. Hoof stomp forward. Where's the follow-up? Stampede needs to come in, but he got silenced instantly. He's dead so quickly. Faye just holds the shackles.
Did he just blink stomp the creep wave while 5 enemy heroes were missing?
Yes, yes, he did. That is what happened. My eyes confirm. Well, that's problematic. Now VG probably turned their attention to buyback. They've got the courier watching Roshan, so they'll know when he'll spawn up. Tims is waiting in the tree lines, and they're making sure no one can get close enough to put down the Observer ward. And Fate, oh, he'll put down a different type of wards, and the Observer. Tims, great initiation, but the Rock counter-initiating from DY, locking them inside the Arena of Blood. Nowhere to go. Fate's got the ultimate control. The Alchemist will pop. No buyback available, and GG is called. VG Gaming, they have done it. They have fought back against TNC to take the series 2-1 and get a date with Liquid in the winners bracket.